Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is MetaGhostman, and today we're here for another showcase. For those of you who don't know how the showcase works, in this series I take a specific Pokemon and showcase it for its competitive viability, some potential moves that it can run, some sets that work for it, and just what I think of the Pokemon, what I like about it, what's good about it, why you should use it, why you shouldn't use it. And this week's episode is a special request by a friend of mine because I guess a friend of his wanted a Celesteela showcase because they were curious on potential ways to run Celesteela. So for that reason, we are here showcasing the bulky new Ultra Beast that is Celesteela. Now, for those of you who don't know, Celesteela naturally is defensive, but we'll cover that when we go over Celesteela's base stats in a little while. But before we do that, let's go ahead and cover its ability. Celesteela, along with all the other Ultra Beasts, receive the ability Beast Boost, which essentially allows for the highest stat after investments are after investments are calculated, the highest stat receives a +1 boost after a kill is delivered from this Pokemon. And I will tell you guys, Celesteela takes hits and takes lives, okay? But I guess you'll see that when you actually use it. This series, of course, will showcase Celesteela in-game version, so that it's level 50, so that you guys can use it on this battle spot or VGC if you wanted to, or even just in single 66 Smogon battles. But Beast Boost, of course, like I said, increases the stat with the highest total number after an attack is delivered and a kill is claimed. So now let's go ahead and cover some of Celesteela's coverage options. Celesteela has a lot of coverage, a lot of it, physically and specially. Celesteela is a Steel Flying type, which is a new typing entirely, by the way. New typing entirely, which is really interesting. But let's go ahead and go down its list of potential coverage options, shall we? Firstly, it gets Acrobatics on the physical side, and it gets Air Slash on the special side. Autotomize is a sweeping move that it gets. He gets Double Edge and Earthquake on the physical side, Energy Ball on the special side, Explosion on the physical side, Facade with like Toxic Orb or something, if you really wanted to be able to trick that. I don't think Celesteela gets tricked, but we will find out together. Let me scroll down over here. He gets Fire Blast as coverage. He also gets Flamethrower. He gets Flame Charge? Hello? Celesteela gets Flame Charge apparently, which is really interesting because a Steel type can get on fire. I guess that makes sense. But he gets Flame Charge, which is interesting. He gets Flamethrower, like I said. He gets Flash Cannon as coverage and Stab on the Steel side. Hold on, let me adjust this. He also gets, what else does he get? He also gets Giga Drain as part of his special offensive coverage. Frustration if you wanted to physically. Giga Drain, like I said, Grass Knot, Heavy Slam, physically defensive, any hidden power, physically offensive Heavy Slam, Iron Head, physically offensive, any hidden power, Sub-Leech Seed, Protect, Stally Celesteela, Resto Chesto, Return offensive physically, Rock Slide coverage, Seed Bomb coverage, Sleep Talk is another sleep set coverage, Stone Edge is also coverage, interestingly, Sub-Toxic. So you're looking at Celesteela and it gets so many things. Sub-Seed Celesteela, for example, is an option, and I'll cover that set here in a moment. Sub-Seed Celesteela, Toxic Protect Seed Celesteela, Toxic Protect, Giga Drain, coverage move Celesteela. There's a lot of different coverage options. There's a lot of options with Celesteela in general. I have 5 sets to showcase this week, like I do most other weeks. So I'm going to showcase the 5 most prominent of Celesteela's sets. These sets don't all have to work, but I'm going to showcase the 5 Celesteela sets that I've seen most commonly, and the 5 that I think work the best. But before I do that, let's go ahead and take a look at Celesteela's base stats. Celesteela has a base 97 special attack, base 97 HP, which is very, very bulky. Very, very bulky, oh my lord. Base 97 is very, very bulky. Base 101 attack stat is very, very interesting, which is what allows it to be mixed, because if we scroll down just a little bit, we're looking at his special attack. It's base 107, so he can be mixed. He can be mixed because the 107 versus 101 is not too much a difference, so the offensive capability is just about the same, given investments and a beast boost. I have 103 in my defense and 101 in my special defense. So again, I can be mixed defensive, I can be physically defensive, I can be specially defensive, I can be defensive in general. And then I have a base 61 speed, which again, for bulky Pokemon, that's not bad at all. Base 61 is not bad at all for bulky Pokemon, especially considering that the rest of this generation's Pokemon are slow little things, except for like Minior maybe, but slow in general. So yeah, I think that Celesteela works really well as a physically defensive Pokemon. It works really well as a specially defensive Pokemon. It works really well as a wall, actually. And because of Celesteela's bulk, it can take lives. But without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into some of the potential sets for Celesteela. The first of these sets is the physically defensive Celesteela set. I'm showcasing these at level 50, like I said earlier. These are level 50 because you can use these in game, but this is not any other physically defensive Celesteela. This is physically defensive Celesteela, Subseed Celesteela. Now, mind you, you could run the exact same moveset with a specially defensive Subseed Celesteela, so that can also work. 248 HP in my Celesteela. Because Celesteela is a flying type, I want to make sure that my HP is... I want to look at this, one moment. Is 240... Hold on. I didn't look at this beforehand. Is 244 the same number? Hold on, let's find out together. 244 the same number? It is. Okay, well, that's a mistake on my end. I'm going to correct it for this one, but it's a consistent mistake. But we'll correct it for this one, and I'll make it known for the next one. But yeah, Subseed Celesteela, 244 HP because that is the same number. You don't need to have 248 like I did. And it still works. 12 special attack ensures that I get the kills with my Giga Drain that I need to get. Protect is naturally just bulkiness, like I get to sit here and get my HP back with my leftovers. Beast Boost, of course, will go into my defense because that is my highest stat, but outside of my HP because HP cannot increase. I did think that would increase at one point, but it does not. Leftovers for HP recovery, Beast Boost in my physically defensive Pokemon. Substitute just so I don't take like Toxic and things like that. Leech Seed for recovery. Giga Drain is the stab of choice, not stab. It's coverage of choice. It's recovery of choice, and then Protect is just to get back more leftovers and live a hit and whatnot have you. 244 HP, of course, because that works. Max defense because physically defensive. 12 special attack. Same thing here. Works with a specially defensive set. 244 HP. And then 12 special attack and max def can also work. Max special defense, calm nature can also work. I'm actually going to showcase the next set, which is Celesteela physically defensive coverage set. Celesteela. Leftovers, Beast Boost, of course. Like I said in the previous Celesteela, it's actually 244 HP with 12 in special attack. But I said I wouldn't change it for every single one of these, but just let that be known. 248, 4 HP because 244 and 248 give me the same base number. I didn't look at that beforehand. Unfortunately, I should have. I apologize for that. But 244, 252 in my defense with a bold nature because I am physically defensive. This can also work for specially defensive, like I said before. 12 in my special attack, no speed, no def, no attack. Bold nature, 0 attack IVs because I'm not physical at all. Giga Drain is recovery. Flamethrower is my coverage option of choice. Toxic to Toxic Stall and Protect for recovery. Now, this Celesteela puts in so much work. It's unbelievable, y'all. It's unbelievable. Toxic Stall Celesteela is so fat it can take a hit and kill people by Toxic Stalling them by Soul, Toxic, Giga Drain, and Protect. Literally. And then Flamethrower is just the coverage option I had that I chose to use. This is actually the set that I use in-game. But I do need to readjust the investments a little bit. Because I have 248 and 4, I think it is. Or something like that. I think it's like 252 in my HP versus 248. But I don't want that because it's uneven HP because it's flying type. But I have Flamethrower as my coverage option of choice against things like Whimsicott. But I could also have Flash Cannon for that. So I don't know. Mood point. Coverage option is your decision as the set creator. You could also substitute Giga Drain for another move. That's, again, up to you. Next set we have is Specially Defensive Celesteela. Is it Specially Defensive? Which Celesteela is this? Oh, I didn't finish it. Oh, okay, no, I know what this one is. This one is Atatami's Sweep Celesteela. I didn't give it a nature. I'm gonna give it the either Modest Nature or Timid Nature, whichever one you guys want to do. But you can also, yeah, I'm just gonna give it Modest. Okay. 244 HP, 12 special attack, Modest Nature, because as you look at the set, we have Giga Drain, Flamethrower, and Flash Cannon. 3 choices as coverage. Atatamize increases my speed significantly by 2, so it doubles my base 61 out. You could put speed investment in here if you wanted to. You can have 61 doubled is 122 speed, so that's a lot of base speed. So you don't even have to put a lot of speed, you just have to be defensive, really. And I just put Modest there because I get a little bit more oomph out of there. But Atatamize Subseed Celesteela works as well. Atatamize 3 Celesteela, Atatamize 3 Physical Celesteela works as well. So there's a lot of different Atatamize sets that work. It's just get the Atatamize off, outspeed everything, and sweep, basically, is the point of the Celesteela. That's the point of the Celesteela. Hopefully that works. 244 HP, max defense is my choice. 12 special attack, because that's what I have left over. You could also do 244 HP, and then max speed maybe if you wanted to, and then like 12 defense or something. It's variable with Celesteela. It's very, very variable. So hopefully y'all find a set that works. There's a lot of potential sets that work for Celesteela. And the last one, or second to last one I'm going to cover is Special Defensive Celesteela, 244 HP, 12 special attack, max def, calm nature. This is Special Defensive Celesteela, Giga Drain Flamethrower, 2 coverage choices, Toxic for text. So it's basically the same set physically, but in the specialty defensive side of things. You can do that as well. You could also do Mixed Defensive Celesteela, which is not a set that I'll showcase because I don't have room to showcase it. But Mixed Defensive Celesteela can also work, but here's the Specially Defensive variant. Again, like I said before, Giga Drain and Flamethrower are creator's discretion on coverage options. Toxic and Protect are just utility as far as Toxic Stalling and Leftovers recovery. You could also do Special Defensive Subseed Celesteela if you wanted to. Just have this thing be fattest utility mon ever that doesn't do anything but sit here and not die. Maybe you can have somebody rage quit. Who knows? But yeah, 244 HP, 8 special attack, and max def, calm nature. If you really wanted to be offensive Celesteela, you could also run like 4 offensive moves, assault vest, 4 offensive moves that are physical or special depending on your choice, and then Assault Vest Celesteela. That doesn't get Protect or Toxic, of course, but Assault Vest Celesteela sits here and takes electric type attacks for days, alright? So that's another option. But the last thing I'm going to showcase for this is VGC Celesteela. VGC Celesteela, which I'm actually going to adjust the set just a little bit because of the new knowledge that I got about Celesteela. I don't want to put it there. I probably want to put it... I'm going to probably put it on my attack stat. Okay, so last set we have is VGC Trick Room Celesteela. This is a Trick Room Celesteela, as we covered in the potential moves for Celesteela. Celesteela does not get Trick Room itself, unfortunately, but you could probably pair it really well with a specially defensive Porygon 2, for example. Porygon 2 gets the Trick Room, it gets the Eviolite, which is more Spadef. This could be run as a physically defensive Pokemon. If you wanted it to, you could run it Modest if you wanted to as well. I'm choosing to run Modest on mine. I'm choosing to run Modest on mine and non-specially defensive, just naturally physically defensive. And then I'll probably pair it with Porygon 2 maybe or something like that. But Celesteela gets leftovers, of course. Beast Boost focuses in on his defense, again, because I have my max investment in my defense, making my defense the highest stat, followed shortly by my special attack at 140. But you could also do something else. You could also have Beast Boost increase your special attack. You could also run Celesteela so that it's invested so that you have a special defense boost. It just depends on what you need Celesteela to do. That's really all it is. Which, as you'll notice on this team here, in this Celesteela specifically, Celesteela has 0 speed. 0 speed IVs, and I chose not to give a speed mitigation nature, like a speed. Actually, yes, I did. Never mind. I gave it a speed mitigation nature in the quiet nature, choosing to decrease its speed by increasing its special attack. Because as you'll see, my two coverage options, natural coverage options, are Giga Drain and Flamethrower, both special, and then I have Gyrable on here, which is why I have the 8 attack IVs, or I'm sorry, the 8 attack EVs there. And then 4 special attack, again, because Modest or Quiet put a little oomph in there. This is the ideal Trick Room Celesteela in VGC. Or some variation of this is ideal in VGC. Giga Drain and Flamethrower, of course, like I said, are replaceable with any moves that you choose. Leech Seed is there because I wanted it there. You could switch this for Protect if you wanted to. And then Gyro Ball is just to take advantage of the Trick Room, to be fat, take advantage of the Trick Room, and start smacking people. So, those are some potential sets for Celesteela. And I know that they are not all of them, but there's no way I can showcase all of them, and it's not be a 45-minute video. I don't want it to be a 45-minute video, so, I don't know. I hope that this Celesteela showcase helped this friend of my friend, hopefully. I hope that helped you guys as well, because everybody's learning about Celesteela, like, I'm learning about HP differences. I wasn't aware of this, actually. I genuinely was not aware of this until just now. But I'm learning things too, so we're all learning. Hopefully we can all learn from this. I'm going to cover one last thing really quickly, and that is that Celesteela's favorite of my sets. My favorite set is this Giga Drain Flamethrower Toxic Stall Protect set, because of the fact that Celesteela is so fat, it takes hits, and it actually gets kills. It literally gets 3 kills and does not die if I play it correctly. So this is my favorite Celesteela set because it's so freaking bulky, bro. It's so freaking bulky, it's unbelievable. But yeah, let me know down below what you guys think of Celesteela, what you guys would probably run with Celesteela. Let me know what Pokemon you guys want me to showcase next, because these showcases are for you guys, for me to learn, and for you guys to learn as well. We all learn together in the Showdown Showcase, and hopefully this was helpful. If it was, please let me know what or how it was helpful, and let me know down below what else I should showcase in the future. But with all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and call this a video. If you're interested to see what else comes of this channel, whether it be league content, more showcases, lives, team builders, whatever have you, then be sure to drop a sub, because you never know what you'll miss if you don't subscribe. Also be sure to follow me on Twitter, because my link is down below, where I'll tweet out about potential choices for showcases and things like that. Also be sure to also be sure to check out all the other content on this channel because it's just as good as this is. And hopefully this is good. I really hope this is good. But with all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and call this a video. The next video should be the team building video that is associated with Celesteela, because if you did not know, after I showcase the Pokemon, I put it on a team, or I put my favorite set on a team, and we find out how we do. So the next video should be Celesteela Showcase Team Builder. Stick around for that. That should go up tomorrow, because this is going up on Monday. So this team builder should go up on Tuesday. But with all that being said, I'm going to call this a video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, if you did, leave a like. But I'm going to call it a video. And until the next video, this is your boy, Metagrossman, out of here. Bye, y'all.